Shalom, shalom, my brother friends. Okay, ever since we did this update on our phone, we refused to do that update for 8 months, and out of nowhere we did this update, and our phone is running out of data before we can even blink our eyes. We've only had our data back for two days. I've barely been on this thing, and it's showing that we've got so much data that's been eaten up, it's unbelievable. So this might be the last video I'm able to do until a month from now. But praise Yahuah, we're going to get this one out, because Yahuah Jesus is trying to say it, because now that I feel that we've updated the phone, the excuse me, sorry, they're on my mind, the fallen angels are able to control this thing a little bit more, and when truth is getting out there, they don't want nobody to hear it, and we just told some major truth in the last video. But let's talk about this word, H, concordance number H4284, invention, thoughts. It's mahasaba, contrivance, a texture, machine, or intention, plan, whether bad, a good or good advice, a plot, cunning work, curious work, device, devised, imagination, invented, means, purpose, thought. This is what this word 4284 says. Now, in the last video we brought up this concordance number, and he was talking to Gog. Now, used to it said that he was going to put the thought into Gog's mind, but now it just says that God's going to kind of have a thought come into his mind. Either way, if Yahuah didn't know the things that Gog and Magog were going to be doing, then the thought wouldn't be happening. Yahuah wouldn't say that there was going to be a thought that comes into his mind. So therefore, he already knows everything that Gog and Magog are doing. But okay, so this word for thought. Well, let's go to Isaiah 55, 7 through 9. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. 4284. And let him return unto Yahuah the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our Elohim, for he will abundantly pardon. For my thoughts, 4284, are not your thoughts, 4284, neither are your ways my ways, saith Yahuah the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts, 4284, than your thoughts, 4284. I bring this up because this is interesting. He uses the same exact concordance number that he's using for himself, speaking of thoughts, which means cunning device, cunning work, invented, invention, imagination. That's what this word means. Interesting, huh? So we know that the enemy takes, and he's been here for a long time. He knows how to manipulate and use the word against the children of Yahuah God Almighty. He's been here a long time. And so everything Lucifer does, everything Satan does, is the exact opposite of what Yahuah does. But Yahuah's been talking a lot to me about this tree of the knowledge of good and evil. This tree had both good and evil in it that was in the Garden of Eden. And it's very perplexing to me still that, in the New Covenant, can't remember exactly where it's at, but Yahuah says that a tree cannot produce both good and bad fruit. I think it's, I ain't even going to say it because I can't remember. I believe that we just brought it up, talking about the evil figs and stuff a while back. But can't produce both good and bad fruit. But the tree of the knowledge of good and evil produced both good and evil fruit. And I believe it was even together. So I'm so perplexed about this. But it's interesting, to see that he uses the same exact concordance number here in Isaiah 55, talking about his thoughts and the enemy's thoughts. And I pray all the time, Yahuah, bless my thoughts to be the thoughts of your thoughts. In the name of Yahuah Jesus. This is important. But let's go to Job 21 and 22. Shall any teach Yahuah God knowledge, seeing he judgeth those that are high? One dieth in his full strength, being wholly at ease and quiet. His breasts are full of milk, and his bones are moistened with marrow. And another dieth in the bitterness of his soul, and never eateth with pleasure. They shall lie down alike in the dust, and worms shall cover them. Behold, I know your thoughts. It's the same one as 4284. And the devices which you wrongfully imagine against me. Now that word for devices is 4209, concordance number 4209, and it means a plan, evil machination, sometimes good device, wicked device, discretion, intent, witty invention, lewdness, mischievous device, thought, wickedly. And it comes from Zamaman 2161. But so behold, I know your thoughts, and the devices 4209, which you wrongfully imagine against me. And that word for imagine is actually another concordance number as well. It's not even the same concordance numbers that I've got here. Imagine against me. Job 21:7, it'd be 2554, concordance number 2554. So if you want to look it up, do it. Okay. So, for ye say, where is the house of the prince? ? And where are the dwelling places of the wicked? ? Have ye not asked them that go by the way? ? And do you not know their tokens? That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction, that they shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. Who shall declare his way to his face? And who shall repay him what he hath done? Yet shall he be brought to the grave, and shall remain in the tomb. The clods of the valley shall be swept unto him, and every man shall draw after him, as there are innumerable before him. How then comfort ye me in vain, seeing in your answers there remaineth falsehood? What did verse 22 say? 21 of Job. Shall any teach Yahuah God knowledge, seeing he judgeth those that are high? Shall any teach him knowledge? Satan, these fallen angels, that's who he's talking about, the ones that are on high. Can they teach him knowledge? No. No. Yahuah is the only one that teaches knowledge. These wicked devices that they have wrongfully wanted to use, the imaginations that they have imagined against Yahuah the Lord, they will not prevail. They will not prevail. Let's see, Psalms chapter 3. Nope, I think it's 2. 3. I guess it's 2. Oh no, Lamentations, that's it. Lamentations 3:60 and 61. Let's do 3:55. Lamentations 3:55. I called upon thy name, O Yahuah Lord, out of the low dungeon. Thou hast heard my voice. Hide not thine ear at my breathing, at my cry. Thou drewest near in the day that I called upon thee. Thou saidst, fear not. O Yahuah the Lord, thou hast pleaded the causes of my soul. Thou hast redeemed my life. O Yahuah the Lord, thou hast seen my wrong. Judge thou my cause. Thou hast seen all their vengeance and all their imaginations against me. That word for imaginations is 4284. Thou hast heard the reproach, O Yahuah the Lord, and all their imaginations against me. 4284. The lips of those that rose up against me, and their device against me all the day. Behold, their sitting down and their rising up. I am their music. Render unto them a recompense, O Yahuah the Lord, according to the work of their hands. Give them sorrow of heart. Thy curse unto them. Persecute and destroy them in anger from under the heavens of the Lord, Yahuah the Lord. Look at what he says here. Render unto them recompense, O Yahuah the Lord, according to the work of their hands. He's talking about give unto them what they have done unto us. And this is Jerusalem laminating. That's what Lamentations is. It's Jerusalem. It's the children. It's children laminating. It's holy city crying out. But this word for device and devices, I know that I've got it. Because Lamentations is very specific. Speaking of this stuff, oh, I'm not doing this again. Okay, I don't have it. So, devices. Lamentations is Jerusalem crying out. And these devices that they've used, this ancient technology that they've used, it is of these graven images that they are worshiping. It is these devices, these imaginations that our Father says that they are using against us. They've done this for a very long time. 1902. Concordance number 1902. I do not have it. Unbelievable. I didn't want to do this again. I'm not thinking. 1902. Higandion. A murmuring sound. Musical notion. What? Machination. Device. Meditation. Solemn sound. Unbelievable, y'all. We just got a revelation right here on this channel. Concordance number H, 1902, for devices is very specific. Like a solemn sound. Well, I've been feeling for a very long time that machine, the Large Hadron Collider, is set up as a musical device. H, 1902 devices. Very interesting. So he says, for this devices, the lips of those that rose up against me, and their device against me all the day. That's what these phones are, designating energy, sound waves, vibration. That's exactly what that 1902 is. Concordance number 1902. Y'all, the devices, these inventions, these thoughts, this evil thought that he says he's going to put into Gog's mind, that's what this artificial sun is. These devices that they have created, these D-Wave computers, these hadron colliders, these machines, they weren't created for, government warfare and government warfare against the saints, not war on other countries. They weren't created to help a global warming. It's a war against the saints, war on our minds, and every bit of it has to do with sound. Every one of these machines, the heart ray, all of them, they have to do with sound. And that's it. So no wonder invention, thought, are all the same concordance number. Our Father repeats himself. I don't understand certain things, but him using in Isaiah 55, the thoughts are not, my thoughts are not your thoughts. The same concordance number as 4284, which means in the imagination, invention, cunning work, cunning device. I think he's talking about the tree of the knowledge of good and evil here. He brings up rain and snow. These are parts of his judgment. This is what the angels are ordained to do, is work the weather, work the hail, snow, rain, thunder, lightning. This is their jobs. This is their appointed things. And so it is not a coincidence that the fallen angels have taught the children of men how to manipulate the weather, the things that they work and operate and do. There's two and two together, and you've got the answer right there. But y'all have a blessed day in the name of Yahuah. Thank you so much for listening. Do your own research, get in this concordance, get in the Bible, pray to Yahuah, Jesus, and ask him to reveal to you these things. And there's just going to be more study on these inventions, because this is exactly what we need to know. We need to know these things. Blessed in the name of Yahushua.